Hi, hello, and welcome to another video by Vermove. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to this live stream. I want to welcome the new subscribers, the old subscribers, and those of you who happen to stumble upon this video. I want to also thank all the people who keep supporting this channel with their contributions by buying me a cup of coffee. I'm alone today, so I'm going to be doing a lot of handling of the mouse down here, so I apologize for that. Well, yes, I want to thank all of those who keep subscribing and who keep commenting and who keep sharing and keeping this video channel engaged and growing. We are doing really well, so I want to thank all of you. I want to talk today about something that's a little bit complicated. Now, the only thing that it's important to know is that I'm not going to be showing any kind of gruesome images or anything like that. I mean, I think I have one or two short clips, but for reasons that you will understand later, they're not really very. I'm not going to show you all the instruction, basically. Now, continuing this, I want to remind you guys that if you want to support the work that I do, you can use the link in the description down below, or you can use this QR code right here if you're in China using WeChat. Okay. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about something that baffles me first. So we're going to talk about this for a few minutes. If somebody in the comment section can let me know about the sound. Can you guys hear me okay? I see the Manzana is over there. Manzana, how's the sound? Can you guys hear me before we go any further? Guys, I would like to know if you can hear me properly. Let me check over here how this is going. Well, my system is showing, okay, nice and clear. Good. Thanks, David. Thanks, AYC. All right, so let's continue with what I wanted to talk about today. It's something that I really don't understand. I see so many differences in the response time during certain emergencies here in China and in America, and you may be wondering why I do bring this up today. Now, the first thing to do talking about this topic is to send my deepest condolences and my sympathy to all the people who have lost lives in the events that I'm going to mention today. Okay. I think that sympathy and empathy, they know no borders as far as I'm concerned. So why am I talking about this? I received a comment by Ronnie Cheng. I don't remember, Ronnie, if you're watching. I apologize if I'm missing your last name. But Ronnie sent me a comment asking about a YouTube channel, apparently here in China, that was saying that there were a few explosions here in China and that there was no coverage in the media, that the government was trying to kind of like sweep it under the rug. And well, I got to research that and I found some information. So this video starts with Ronnie asking me a question and me doing my best to reply to him and to show him that, number one, that did happen, and number two, it was covered and there was a certain response that is in very stark contrast to what we're seeing. Now, the other catalyst to this particular video is just the amount of negative coverage that we're seeing from the West constantly bashing China. We just celebrated the 100-year anniversary of the CPC, and it was just like a wave of negative stuff all over social media. It was insane. So what did they talk about? I mean, it was China bad the whole last 2 weeks. We saw, for example, they were trying to blame China for Hancock in England getting caught on CCTV cheating on his girlfriend or his wife, I don't know, groping his mistress. Now that was China's fault. They're now blaming China also for the heat dome that is taking place in America. Oh, that's also China's fault. China's also being attacked now for moving too fast towards finding a cure for cancer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is not necessarily new, but it's insane. Have a look at this. This is Bloomberg, December 16 of last year. China is curing cancer faster and cheaper than anywhere else. Are they going too fast? This is Bloomberg Quick Take. Faster and cheaper than anywhere else. But somewhere they may be going too fast. Are you kidding me? I mean, why? Why would you write something like that? If you know, just let me know in the comment section down below, because this is just baffling to me. And the last thing that I saw on Twitter just the other day was this picture saying that China is building missile silos in the desert. So I looked on Twitter, and thanks to Radio Free Amanda, another Twitter person that I follow. You can follow my Twitter, China Teacher One, and she posted this, which was crazy. So this is the article itself by the Washington Post. China is building more than 100 new missile silos in the Western Desert. Analysts say, what? And then they zoom in. Is the Middlebury Institute of International Studies at Monterey. It's Yumengansu wind farm. It's actually a wind farm. And there's even a better picture of, of actually shadows of the wind farms. They don't know what to make. They don't know what to come up with. It's insane. But anyway, in order to continue with this topic, we need to acknowledge that this next one, this thing that we're going to talk about today really deserves accountability. And what I'm trying to do perhaps is going to help that accountability by making a comparison. I feel that after the collapse of the Surfside building in Florida that took place at 1:30 in the morning on Thursday, I'm bad with dates. You could see in the thumbnail, I think it was June 24th, if I'm not mistaken. Most people, they were just sleeping. It's the middle of the night, right? Or they were just at least resting at home. And from the moment that the building collapsed, they had a list of 160 people who were supposed to be in that building at that time when it collapsed. And from that time until just recently, just the 2nd of July, 18 bodies have been found. And 145 are still missing as of yesterday. Now, how is that possible? Do you know what I mean? It's more than a week. It's crazy. This is what the place looks like. I'm gonna show you guys a video, okay, from last Monday. Last Monday means that was a four full days. And they still had 150 people missing. So here's a short clip. I'm not going to watch it all.
Florida State Democrat Senator Jason Pizzo. And I understand, sir, that you actually used to work in the state attorney's office. Do you have any details about whether they're going to convene the grand jury and how that'll work out?
It doesn't really refer to anything, but you saw that's from Monday, 4 full days in. And there's still 150 people missing. Sorry, I don't know how that can be admissible. And as sad as this is, it is also very concerning, because when it comes at looking at emergency response from the United States, you gotta look back a little bit and consider things like Katrina. You remember Hurricane Katrina and the famous Kanye West snafu on MTV, I think it was. Or, for example, the response, and this is important to consider, the collapse of the WTC just a couple of days after 9/11. What had happened? Everything was cleared. All the rubble had been removed. And I know what you're saying. That one was pretty fast, right? They cleared that in 2-3 days, and they shipped all the steel that they recovered abroad to be melted. And my point is, why? Why was 9/11 removed, all the rubble and all the destruction, so uncharacteristically fast? But 4 days after the collapse of Surfside, there's still 100 people missing? They haven't just removed all this rubble? Anyway, I know that I digress a little bit when I talk about 9/11, and a lot of people don't like me for talking about 9/11, but the truth of the matter is, I have things that are unanswered. And okay, let's continue. But let's not go too far. I already talked about Katrina, talked about 9/11, but what about the U.S. response to COVID-19? I mean, I'm not the person who likes to quote other YouTubers, but if you go and watch Nathan Rich, please check his video on the timeline of COVID-19. I mean, why? Why did it take the U.S. more than 2 months to start closing their borders and to start screening people upon arrival, quarantining people? There's other YouTubers who made videos of their return to America and how not even temperature was taken. That's I don't know. I mean, those are questions that I don't know how to answer. Is that willful malfeasance or just negligence and dereliction of duty from government itself? Now, I wanna bring you back to China, okay, and its own emergency response. Not too long ago, around 13 on June, similar date more or less, there was a huge explosion. This is the thing that Ronnie was asking about, in a place called it was a natural gas factory in Hubei, if I'm not mistaken. The name escapes me. Shi something something. Okay, so this explosion takes place at 6:30 in the morning. Okay, and again, I know this and I did this research because Ronnie asked me. So he was worried about not finding coverage of this event in the news or anything, and I wonder why it hadn't been covered by Chinese media. But the truth is that I actually don't follow Chinese media so much, so I couldn't really explain to him why. But once I started looking into the situation, I actually found quite a few media coverage reports. I'll show you a couple here. This is, for example, from what I found while I was preparing from the CCTV 13, and this is what's it called? South China Morning Post. So yes, there was media coverage, and more importantly, I also found a lot of articles talking about the Chinese response. So I created a bit of a timeline, okay, which I would like to share with you because it helps us to build a bit of a contrast with what has taken place in America. For example, on the day that this explosion took place, around 10 a.m., there was already a huge rescue headquarters on site, and they were coordinating different groups. I think one was like a comprehensive group that coordinated all those things. Then there were rescue teams, EFR teams. There was one, the translation is not very clear, kind of like a perimeter safety that involved kind of like the adjacent houses. So they were kind of like looking after the people who lived near them, right? There was also like a PR team, public relations, trying to inform people about what was taking place, and of course a logistics support team. This is the information that I gathered from just reading some reports. Now, here's a very important thing, and you're gonna see the rest of the comparison later. Obviously, Beijing was involved all over this. President Xi, he mobilized all the related departments, health department, emergency management, housing department, basically a very comprehensive team to support what was taking place in Hubei from Beijing, everything that was taking place on the ground. But to go back a little bit to the supposed attempt at sweeping things under the rug by the government, the very same day, from that day onward, the local government in this place, Sheyang, I forgot the name, they had many press conferences each day to report on the accident. If I'm not mistaken, on the second day of the accident, they already knew all the number of casualties. They knew that the accident had caused about 25 deaths and 130 plus injuries. Quite a few of those, almost 40 of those, were actually serious injuries. And by the fourth day, this is what I remember, there was already a national press conference to present the preliminary analysis of the causes of the accident. Now, The final thing that I want to say before I open the floor to start chatting with you, I see that there's like 20 comments, is this. On the fifth day of this gas factory explosion, the police had already detained suspects, including the general manager of that company. There were people already being charged and questioned, and people were made responsible for what taken place. Is any like that taking place in the US? Where is the accountability in the US? Now, let me summarize very quickly what the situation is in the US now that I just talked to you about kind of like a timeline of what happened in Hubei. Even today, the number of casualties is still uncertain. This is what, more than 7-8 days after the accident. This rescue time is taking extremely, extremely long. It's not me saying it. It's our beloved BBC. Miami building collapse. Why is the rescue effort taking so long? Guys, let me remind you, we're about 100 people watching. Hit the like button. That really helps the live stream to take off and be watched by more people afterwards in the replay. Now, the other thing that is very slow, not only the rescue, but is the analysis of the cost. Nobody's really investigating what happened, and there's no conclusions yet. There was no official announcement from the White House compared to Xi Jinping mobilizing basically the whole nation's teams to go and help. And this is America for you. The accountability for the accident is now relying basically on individuals, on local people filing a lawsuit against the building and the contractors and the people who are supposed to check. They're relying 100% on themselves. There's no support from the White House to help them with these legal matters. So you see what I'm saying? This is why I think that this video was important to make, because the parallels there are very, very clear, and the contrast is very stark. So that's just something that I wanted to report to you. I'm going to get now into the comment section. So Ronnie, there's your answer. This is what I wanted to share with you. So let's take a look at the comments right now for a second. So we have, let me go back a little bit. Okay, Western media. Okay. Okay, David says, I saw that wind farm picture as well. That's crazy, David. I mean, they don't know what to hit it for, what to hit China with. Steve says the media will blame the building collapse on China. I saw reports about that. I saw people talking about, oh, probably this is cement coming from China. What can you do, right? What can you do? Thanks, Steve, for your comment. Manzana, China. Work in progress. Bloomberg media always anti-China. I can't find a single positive report. It is insane. Oh, this is so funny, Manzana. You too right. Michael Bloomberg lost his Chinese wife, so yeah, thorn on the side maybe. You could be right. I always tell people to remember that well, there's a state media in China, but who owns media in America? Just people, businessmen, people who are looking after their bottom line, people who have financial interests, economic interests, political interests, all kinds of interests. And they're going to, well, move the news in a certain direction that is going to be beneficial for them. There's the truth, and this is what I want you to think, and this is what I want you to believe, and this is going to be beneficial for me. It's always important to think about that when you think about who owns media in the West and who owns media in China, right? I'm not defending Chinese media. I understand the Chinese media. I read a very interesting comment about Chinese media. I forgot. If I remember, I'll let you know. Let me continue with the messages. Steve says, blaming China on everything will distract America from its own problems. I mean, think about all the efforts that China makes, for example, on creating renewable energies and sustainable energy and EV cars and all these things. And in America, now they're blaming the heat dome on China. Okay, let's see. This one, Lex Neuron, thanks for your comment. It said, if the sun has not shed that much energy on China when passing over the sky, the continent in Florida would not have collapsed. I know. It's crazy. It is crazy what they come up with. That wind farm in the middle of the desert and the silos. And after the CPC speech by Xi Jinping, when he said the peaceful reunification is super important. Oh, China is aggressive. China. Which part of peaceful reunification don't you understand? I was like, why? Somebody was asking that China should start suing journalists, Western journalists that lie and just flip things around when they're just literally lying. When Xi Jinping says peaceful reunification is very important for China, how do you make that aggressive? How do you make that about militarizing anything? Yeah, I really don't understand. Okay, this is a new viewer. How are you? Your name is XMB. USA should stop the blame game. They can't. They can't. I wrote an article. I've been on media quite a lot. It's been quite hectic. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've been doing and some of the things that are coming next. But one of the things that I wrote for a media was that the main thing is, if people in the West watching YouTube, watching Chinese CGTN, things like that, if they start to see how well people are doing here in China, how good people live here in China, they're going to turn around and say, like, why are they living so well? How come we don't have these trains here? How come we don't have this technology here? How come? Do you know what I mean? They're going to start turning around and going like, what the heck? Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, Rob GTI 180, how are you? This is why they need to okay, Rob, say hi, but let me get back to my idea. They need to cover their malfeasance, their ineptitude, their false prerogatives, all those things that all the mistakes that they've done. Have they sold America, the middle class, and the jobs, and with anything that they can? It's just smokes and screens. That's all it is. Look over there. Look over there. Look. Don't look at me. Don't look at us. Don't look at us senators. Don't look at us. Don't look at us lawmakers. Don't look at us Congress people. No. Don't look at us. Just look at China. That's the thing. This is why this is escalating so much. And having read what Jerry posted somewhere, Jerry Gray, a good friend, he says this 300 million in a campaign to try to stop China has the word negative in the law, has the word negative in that ruling. It has to be negative information. How weak do you have to be? How weak do you have to be to be concerned about producing negative information about China? Allocating 300 million to produce negative information about China. True or not, doesn't matter. China moving too fast and the cure for cancer. Come on, man. Okay. All right, guys. So if you have any questions or anything, let me change this around here. Pew pew pew. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can pop them here. This is the time to do that. I'm going to tell you a little bit some of the things that are taking place. Hey, Noel. Oh, this is very good. Very true. Oh, Sorry, I missed the wrong one. Noel. The 4-year governance is a popularity contest. The truth is somewhere in the middle where the right and left is pushing. Yeah, that's one of the things that I said in my video, which, hey, by the way, a lot of you guys liked the video when I interviewed people on the street. This is something that Noel does very, very well. If you guys don't know who Noel is, go to his channel and subscribe. He's very good at doing this. I'm a little bit shy, so I started coming out of my comfort zone by asking my friends, but I'm gonna have to get better at this and start talking to people that I don't know about the different things that that take place here in China, so that people will see that it's not just like it's me saying these things. Oh, you're paid, you're a shill, it's everybody's experience here. Is what everybody sees. So I've seen that a lot of you guys like that. So I'm going to start doing a lot more of that. The next question that I want to ask a lot of foreigners is about the Communist Party. I mean, that video about me being a communist, a lot of people were like, wow, that's a very interesting question. Fun fact, there is talk with a very big YouTuber, the guy with the ski mask. I know his name, but I don't know if he wants me to mention it. But we're trying to plan a big live stream with him and talk about this, because he's a very adamant proponent of communism, and I'm a very big ignorant of communism. I mean, I live here, but do you know what I mean? It's not... I'm not well versed. So that's going to be an interesting live stream coming next week with... let's say his name. I'm sure you'll be happy to advertise it. Bay Area 45, big YouTube channel. So that's going to be really, really interesting. So stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter for notice and advice on when that's going to take place, because we're not sure about that yet. Also, we are trying to set up another live stream with somebody that I don't know very much, but it's one of those things, you like to jump in the water and see what the temperature is like. Journey and Destination has approached me and he wants to do a live stream. I don't know much about him. He started his channel not too long ago, has a few subscribers. But hey, let's talk to somebody who wants to talk to me and learn about China. So that's another live stream that is coming. News about my... Okay, so Noel says that he would like to join that. Well, let me talk to Bay Area and see if you can be there as well. We've talked about me, him, and I've suggested somebody else, you know who, a very big YouTuber too, and we'll see we make it happen. Basically, it's a very interesting point, because I am not very knowledgeable about communism from the theoretical part. I know what it feels like, I know what it looks like, I know what it does, and I'm amazed at what it does, but he's going to tell me more of the back end, and it's going to be an interesting discussion. Journey and Destination, that's another one. And okay, when I came back from the documentary that I just shot, I ended up in semi-lockdown. So not that I can't go in and out. Freestyle, thank you so very much. Ooh, appreciate it, guys. I was going to talk about that for a second. I came back and we had to close down the center. I mean, I'm allowed to go in and out. It doesn't matter, right? But my center is closed. So I was gone for 30-something days, not working at my center, and came back, and now we're up to 2 weeks not working. So how's a month and a half without working, without income, but paying rent, paying the staff, paying everybody? That's tough. So thank you very much for your support, Freestyle. And guys, if you feel like contributing with a super chat or a super sticker, thank you so much. If you're watching the replay, the link's in the description down below. And let me see, what's this one? And if you're here in China, this one is for WeChat. Wow, Rob, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, onto the things that are coming my way. Rob, you're a legend. You're always there. Thank you so much. You guys don't know how much this means to me. I really, really appreciate it. What was I going to say? We are planning something for August that will be super super interesting, guys. Um, it involves Xinjiang. It involves bicycles, and it involves YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. We're still working on that, and I don't want to say too much because we don't know if it's actually going to happen. But that is going to be absolutely bonkers. It would just be unbelievable. That's a big project that's coming our way. Okay, guys. Let me go back into the comments 1 second. I see if there's any other questions or comments. Noel saying hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Some people, okay, let me take Bernard. Bernard says, some people will say all the celebration is a show and people were forced to put on a show. I don't know if this is your opinion, Bernard. I don't know if this is your opinion, but here's my opinion. If grandpa is 100 years old, you throw the house, you have a huge party. Do you know what I mean? Why can't they celebrate? Why? And it's not like it's been shitty 100 years. There's been good years, there's been bad years, there's been good times, there's been great times, but overall, it's been freaking fantastic for China. They've done so well over the last 40 years. So come on. They deserve their time in the sun, you know. It's their time to shine. Let them be. That's what I think. But I agree with you. People were saying, "Oh, it's totally unnecessary." Okay, Great Fox is in the house. Great Fox. Do you mind if I send you another DM later on Twitter? Because I was thinking you are a very interesting person, man, on Twitter, and I don't know if you're a man or a woman, to be honest, Great Fox. But I would love to have you on this channel and talk about stuff. Very interesting. So I'll probably DM you and see if you are keen on appearing on camera, or you can let me know here whether I should do that or not. But yeah, I really like your input on Twitter. Thanks for being so thorough when you put things on Twitter. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Okay. Philip Lee says, the Western mainstream media will say that you are China loudspeaker, so be prepared for the lies they spawn out on you. Here's the thing. When you've got nothing to hide, what's there to worry? Do you know what I mean? I'm just a regular guy, a simple guy. People who know me know that I'm more of a shy guy. I don't have a very large circle of friends. So when I showed that video about asking foreigners, that's pretty much my circle of friends. There might be a few more here and there, but that's my circle of friends. You know what I mean? I'm not a very sociable person. I don't think there's going to be anything negative coming out. They might say that I say what the government says, but I just say what the government does, not what they say. Okay. Mr. Hamgolian. Okay. Let's give you your time to shine. Does he have a patron so we can get this guy a bra? Ah, look at you. This is how people get blocked. Bye-bye, Mr. Hamgolian. Okay. This is, what does her pencil say? I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I don't watch their channels. I don't. It's just, I can't stomach the content, number one, and I can't, inside, I can't get myself to give them even a couple of cents worth of ad money, of advertisement money. I hate that thought. So I don't. Most people send me messages Yeah, saying like, "Oh, he said this, he said that." I'm like, "Oh, no kidding." The Before I made that video, it was Snarky, Jimmy from Shanghai. So like, "Oh, did you see what they did?" I'm like, "No," and then I clicked and checked, which I hate, but yeah, I don't watch what they say or what they do, only when it's brought to my attention, and it's usually something really extremely extremely distasteful, or a line that is crossed. You guys know that's what I named the video in the end, because that's what I feel took place. RJ, wow, cool. I know. Okay, let's see. Don't bother what they say. They're jealous of you. I don't know. I'm jealous of their lifestyle, because they get a lot of money, man. It's insane. They do a live stream, and there's a lot of money. But here's the thing: you can make a lot of money in many different ways. Ways that you can live with yourself, and ways that you can't live with yourself. Um, I'm fine where I am. I'm okay. If this channel grows one day into something huge, hey, fantastic. If not, hey, it's a great hobby, and I love meeting new people and talking to new people like you guys. Um, Steve says, "I want my money back from serpents." Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Stay awesome. Yeah, we're thinking about doing the awesome tour, I think in August. That's one of the names. This is my man. This man is doing insane content, and you need to go watch it. He's coming out of the uh what should I say? I don't know. There's big things coming your way, man, with the content that you're producing and what you're sharing on WeChat. It's insane. I'm not gonna say what you just worked on, but whoa, that you're gonna love it. So if you don't know who Walkabout Rojo is, go to his channel and subscribe. Fantastic. And what's to come is just, it will blow your mind. All right, Rojo is great. Okay, well, guys, we rambled on a little bit too much. If you guys have any other questions or anything, I think that that's going to be a wrap for me. This is the last thing that I wanted to say, and then that's it. Apparently, say it. Okay, Walkabout said say it. Well, and you correct me if I get this wrong, okay? He actually got access to a bridge or a tunnel that's been built in Zhongshan to connect to Foshan, like way high up in the sky and whatnot. And I love that GIF because he got footage that he cannot show, similar to the footage that I got that I cannot show. Great content, man. That's going to be insane. I mean, imagine a YouTuber being given access to stuff like that. That's insane. That is just wow. Happy for you, man. And really, really looking forward to that footage. Okay, the other thing that I was going to say is, you see what you guys do? I forgot. Oh, no, yeah, travel restrictions have ended. I learned that from yesterday because there was a COVID case here in Dongguan. You saw the video, and there was millions of people tested, and then they found another one, and there's another million of people tested, and now we're coming out. Schools have gone back to work. People have gone back to work. Training centers, no, we're always the last ones. But a very important thing is that I don't need to quarantine if I wanted to travel anymore. Hey, Kenny. 510 Warling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kenny. Really, really appreciate your support. And what else are I gonna say? Oh, guys, my brain is fried from all the work that I did for media before the 100th anniversary. I even made the first thumbnail for this video, and I wrote Sunday, thinking that it was Sunday. It's Saturday. I'm a putz. Anyway, well, yeah, That's our channel for today. That's our show for today. Sorry, RJ. I like Rojo's channel too. Yeah, somebody like big guys, huh? Okay, you're not Chinese. Sorry. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Let me remind you to please like, comment, and share this video. And follow me on Twitter right here. And yeah, as a conclusion, I just wanted to say that I'm baffled. I'm baffled by the response that the U.S. has taken on this very, very dramatic and sad event that we saw in Surfside. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so very much. Remember to like, comment, and share. Remember to hit the link in the description down below to buy me a cup of coffee. And well, until I see you again, take it easy and bye for now.